squadron of ME-109s and the Goring Circus, which is the P-47s. Part of the von Richthofen squadron that flew in North Africa. Coming back, of course, after they had won over North Africa, the Allies did, of course, and this von Richthofen squadron was fighting basically in Italy against the Fifth Army that was moving up in Italy. But this day they called them up to help out with their defenses on this plant, because this is a vital plant to them that we were going after. So as a result, we ran into a 105-minute running battle with these fighters, and it was quite an experience, because at altitude like that, at 10,000 feet in altitude, we had oxygen masks on, which we had to have, and you get very tired fighting at this altitude. Shooting the machine guns, they become like lead weights lifting around. So we had quite a long battle with them, as I mentioned, for about 105 minutes we had a running battle. And they shot out every bit of plexiglass in the ship. And it was really, we were just like almost like a flying coffin. But we did go on, we did drop our bombs at the target, and then coming back out, we found that these fighters were so fanatical that they were trying to ram us. They were almost like suicide pilots, and they would come corkscrewing down through the formation trying to ram your ship. And of course, this is where the experience of our pilot, having been an experienced pilot, he had been on about 5 combat missions before, so he took evasive action. He knew what to do, and that we took quite a shaking up during the evasive action, but at least he did succeed in avoiding it. However, we had more engines shot out, and we were continuing losing altitude now. So on the way out, we got over Amsterdam, Holland, and he rang the bailout alarm. And so at that time, we found out that my bombardier's chute had been shot up in the cabin. My bombardier was wounded. And so at that time, we tried to, I was going to have him go down on my shoulders. We were going down piggyback with my chute. And I tried to get my foot out the escape hatch door, and I couldn't force the door open. Apparently, a shell had hit it underneath, and it melted the hinges on the door. And so my foot was sticking out the door, but I couldn't get it open wide enough for us to get out through. Well, then my pilot come on the intercom again, and he says, "Don't bail out." He says, a co-pilot has some control yet.